why should you take deposits for your balloon twisting or face painting services? And this is just my opinion, guys. If this is something you want to put in your business, I highly recommend you do. But in this video, I'm just going to share with you my experience and why you should have a deposit every time you do bookings. So years ago, when I first started my balloon twisting services, which is I'm Jim the Balloon Guy. If you guys don't know me, I've been doing this for 17 years, and I would love to share my knowledge and experience to maybe, hopefully, help you guys with your balloon journey, okay? So, anyways, so there's been a couple of parties. I'm just going to name maybe 2 examples. So the first one was years ago. I used to do balloons at restaurants, right? And some client booked me to do this party at, let's say, 6 or 7 o'clock at night, something like that. I just had a newborn baby at the time. And so I ended up not doing my restaurant gig. I gave that up and I decided to do this party instead. The biggest problem was I didn't take a deposit, okay? So I get to the party. There was barely any kids there. There was probably maybe 2 or 3 kids. And so the client wanted me to stay for another 30 minutes just to wait for the other kids to arrive. So I waited and there was no kids at all. And I was getting a little frustrated. I couldn't wait anymore. And I was telling the client, hey, I can start right now. Hopefully the kids will start coming by the time I'm doing the balloons. So this is like 7, almost 8 o'clock at night. And I didn't want to stay up any later or waste any more of my time. So the client just simply said, oh, can you please just wait another 30 minutes? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, but I have a newborn baby. I don't want to be out too late. I want to get home to take care of my daughter at the time. And the client, just didn't want to do it anymore. So I got upset and I just simply asked, hey, for my time, would you mind paying me the $50? And they just said flat out no. And I explained to them that I left a restaurant gig where I could have possibly made money, but ended up doing a party and not get paid. And I just left the party. So that's one example. And the second example was something similar to that line. This was a party maybe 2-3 years ago, and it was at a park. It was a 4-hour event, okay? So I cleared out my whole day just to do this big event, and it was a very busy day. I have been getting calls left and right for this date, and I couldn't do it because I was very, can't really think about it right now, but I was very I want to do the 4-hour gig, right? So I get to the gig. Again, nobody's there. They're setting up the bounce house. There's a lot of things going on. The client seemed very upset with the bounce house, and there wasn't anybody there. So I get there, and something was telling me something wasn't right. So I told the client, hey, can you just pay me before I do the event? Because I want to make sure I get paid first, because it's a 4-hour gig. And the guy's like, just start doing your thing. Don't worry, I got you. And, kids started coming up to me and wanted making balloons. And I simply said, listen, I don't want to really start until I get paid first. And the client was very trying to tell me he's a businessman, and the event didn't come out how he planned it to be, and I was upset. I'm like, listen, I'm a businessman too, and I need to get paid first, or I'm just gonna leave. And the guy said, sorry, you gotta go. So I lost a lot of parties that day, and just because I didn't do a deposit. That's just my experience. And this is why I think you guys should take deposits. And another thing too, it actually creates some extra income, especially if you're in the slow season like January, February, when you don't have enough gigs and you have people booked in advance. That little extra deposit is going to help you stay afloat a little bit. Okay. All right. So here are why you should take deposits. So number one, I do not call it deposits. You can scratch that off and change it to reservation fees. Okay, so deposits is like you're making a deposit and there's a good chance of getting a refund. A reservation fee simply means you're paying a fee to reserve my time and date. So there's absolutely no refunds, nothing whatsoever. The only time I'll give a refund if I do not show up to an event due to an emergency or double bookings, something like that in those lines. That's my fault, but that's the only time, right? So anyways, getting back to the deposits, I don't call it deposits, I call it reservations fees. Now, if you guys do not have a terms and conditions on your website or on your booking form, I highly suggest you do that. And on my next video, I'm going to show you guys my terms and conditions that you guys can use for your balloons and face painting business. So that way the client doesn't take advantage of you. And believe me, they do, okay? So anyways, the reservation fees, instead of taking, so Jim, the question is, how much should I charge for my reservation fee? That's a good question. Some people do $50. Some people, I like to do a 50% reservation fee. Meaning, if the party's $150 for the hour, I want half of that. Why, Jim? Because when people pay half of the reservation fee, there's no backing out whatsoever. There's no backing out. And if they cancel, guess what? You keep the money. Or if you're on your way to an event and, if it's far and you get there and they decide to cancel, hey, you get to keep the 50% for your time. And that's a lot of money, okay? And a lot of people don't want to back out. And if they do back out, I like to give them a rain check or a credit for a friend or another person, a credit for a future party or something like that, but within a year. And they have to make sure I'm available to do the event. If not, the deposit's forfeit and there's nothing they can do, okay? So anyways, the reservation fees, it's also good. So like I said in the beginning, instead of having $50 per party booked, it will help you generate income throughout the year. So you're getting paid up front to help you stay afloat, because not every weekend we have parties, not every month we have parties. It will help you, believe me, will help you stay afloat and have some side money in case you need it. Okay? So that is my opinion. If you guys want to write in the comments below what's your experience, how you do your deposits, how you accept deposits, write it in the video comment below. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my video. I'm going to try to do as many videos as I can. I'm sorry I haven't posted any videos lately because I've been through a lot last year. I've been through a really hard breakup, and so I'm a lot better now. I've been focusing on my balloon business. I'm going to try to focus my balloon videos every week. If I could have 10 minutes of my day, start uploading videos at least once a week. Okay? Because I want to help you guys be successful in your balloon twisting and your face painting services. So give me a thumbs up, follow. Thank you so much. This is Jim the Balloon Guy. Peace out.